And welcome back. Have you heard of the Long Island Buddy Walk? Well, it's an inspiring event. It's held each year. It's where families dealing with Down syndrome all come together to say it's a struggle that they're overcoming every day. Here's a look at the last Buddy Walk. Dancers greeted the thousands of families streaming into Tanner Park for the Buddy Walk, all braving the rain to stand together for a cause, like the entire Rodriguez clan from Levittown.
Here's the team, Carlani right here.
Eva Rodriguez is proud of her 7-year-old daughter, Carlani, who was more than happy to make her television debut.
You want to hold it? Okay.
Carlani Rodriguez has Down syndrome. Her family and all of those who walked a mile on behalf of people with this disorder came with a simple message.
They have an extra chromosome, and all the chromosomes are normal. There is nothing abnormal about them.
We imagine him going to college, getting a great education and whatever he wants to seek, after. It may take a little bit longer, but he'll get there.
Paul and Tracy Ferguson say their 8-year-old son Samuel is good at music and really just about everything.
He spells, he writes, he interacts, he does everything we do.
What's he good at?
Making us laugh.
It's a positive message about what anyone can do when given a chance. And joining us now to talk about this year's upcoming Buddy Walk is the event organizer, Esther Gomez-Nieto. She's with Alexander's Angels. And a Down syndrome self-advocate, he is Kyle Erickson, and welcome to the show, both of you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Kyle, let me be starting with you today. What is a self-advocate?
A self-advocate is, of course, awesome.
You enjoy doing that. So what you do is you go out and advocate on behalf of people who have Down syndrome. First of all, explain to people, what is Down syndrome?
Down syndrome is a extra chromosome.
One extra. So you guys got one extra from us. And Esther, that's the only difference involved here?
Basically, that is the only difference involved. They are very perceptive people, and they are very creative, and they can do everything we can. A little slower.
Kyle has proven that in your own career. You're working now, right? Tell us about your job.
I have 2 jobs. The second one is more like a internship, but my main job, I work for AXA Financial. It is a big corporate job where I work in their mailroom with big major side projects.
Yeah, and then you're a motivational speaker as well. You've talked to kids at schools.
Oh, yeah.
What's the biggest misperception people have about Down syndrome, Kyle? When you're speaking to the students, what, maybe it's ignorance on our part, but what don't people understand or they get wrong about Down syndrome?
Maybe the looks for the younger kids. That, look at us and just, what does he have?
Yeah, because people are not exposed to it and they really don't know. I don't think they mean to be mean, but it's, like I said, it's ignorance, not in an ugly way, but ignorance because they just don't know. And that's part of what it's all about, Alexander's Angels, right? Tell us about your organization, folks like Kyle, and why you started this, because I believe there's a family connection, right?
Yes, my grandson Alexander was born with Down syndrome, and I was completely in the dark. I had never met anyone with Down syndrome, never had any interaction with anyone.
We have a picture of him here that we can show.
Yes, and I wanted to learn everything I could about Down syndrome, and I wanted to walk for him, and there was no walk on Long Island, so we created one.
Yeah, because this is a national movement, and you created like the Long Island chapter for it.
Yes, this is a product of the National Down Syndrome Society, and they do support us.
Oh, I was totally impressed last year when we covered this. It was pouring.
Yes.
And usually when something is pouring on a Saturday, nobody shows up. Every single person you expected to be there was there, and there was like a lot of people.
Yes, we have been attracting about 2,000 people, and ironically, the first Buddy Walk was also under severe weather conditions, and everybody showed up. We had over 600 people at that time, and it's been growing, and it's become a family where all the participants bring different activities. It's really a lot of fun.
And you know, everyone needs a job, right? And
Yes.
and yet folks may think, well, they can't possibly work, but that's not true, is it?
Oh, no. All the adults in our group, they are employed. The adults with Down syndrome, they are employed, and they are doing a great job. They are very valued by their employers.
Tell me a little bit about Kyle and his story.
Well, you should not get me started based on me.
We want to get you started. I know you're humble about it, but you've really
Yeah.
achieved a lot of things. Matter of fact, I understand you're an actor and a singer. Tell me a little bit about that.
Oh, yeah. Well, I do act. Well, I do sing. And my dancing is pretty sick. I've been doing it for 4 years. And now my 5th year.
And your parents say you're quite the comedian, too. We were hearing you.
Oh, yeah.
A sense of humor is important for everything in life, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. But it is most common with Down syndrome. Sometimes.
To have a sense of humor, you mean?
Yeah.
You know, examples like Kyle make us all realize the things we stress about. When you see that kind of attitude, it really is an example for the rest of us, too, is it not, Esther?
Oh, we have learned a lot from not just my grandson, but all the other families that I have met. The strength of the families, and the resilience of all the individuals with Down syndrome.
Well, it's a big fundraiser for your organization. The money goes towards that. When is the Buddy Walk this year, and where are you holding it?
The Buddy Walk this year is at Tanner Park on October 10th, which is a Saturday, from 10:30 a.m. to 3:30 to 3 p.m.
So be there.
Yes.
And I understand you're a big New York Giants fan.
Oh, yeah. Go, Giants.
A tough start for them. You got any advice for the coach, Kyle?
Yeah. You should make sure that the team wins
That's good
all
advice.
the games.
All the games. There you go. Well, Esther Gomez-Nieto, president of Alexander's Angels, and self-advocate Kyle Erickson, a budding star. Good luck with the Buddy Walk this year. Hopefully you get some better weather this time around.
Thank you very much.